Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Grace. Thank you for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to be doing my current favorites. So this is going to be beauty, fashion, lifestyle, all the things I want to talk about because it has been a while since I've done one of these. My plan for 2019 was to do monthly favorites, but you know, things happen and it's been a while. So I have a lot of things to talk about. So before we get started, if you haven't already, make sure you click that red subscribe button right down below and the post notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my videos. And without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so I'm not going to really go in like any particular order of like favorites or whatever, but I want to kind of go in categories. So the first thing is like fashion, and I only have two things for this. So the first is this hat. It's just like those little, I don't know what they're called. I've seen them called like cabbie hats or baker, it's like baker boy hats or something like that. But I got this one at Target for like $12. I am obsessed with it. I just think that they're so cute and they can spruce up any outfit, kind of make them a little more edgy, fashionable, and they can cover your hair if you're having a bad hair day. Overall, just really cute piece, and I want to get more. I want to get more colors so I can wear them more during the spring and summertime. But yeah, just really been loving hats lately, and these are just super cute, easy to find, and you don't have to spend a lot of money on them. Like I said, I got this one at Target for like $15, and if I can find it on their website, I will link it down below for you. The next like fashion product or piece that I want to talk about are these shorts from Lululemon. I bit the bullet a couple of months ago and decided to finally get a piece of clothing from Lululemon. If you are familiar with them, you know that their stuff can be very pricey, and these shorts definitely are a splurge compared to most, but in my opinion they are completely worth it. I work out 3 to 5 times a week, in the South it gets so hot during the summer, so like I cannot wear leggings. They are the most comfortable shorts ever. They've got a super thick waistband, so I know they're black, so I'm sure you probably can't really tell, but they've got a pretty thick waistband, so they go up, you can pull them up pretty high. They have a couple of different lengths. These I believe are the 4-inch tracker shorts. I do want them to be just a little bit longer. I got some thighs, so I don't want them to be super short and like ride up while I'm working out or running, and these don't do that. So the last piece are my blue light glasses. I actually got these in the last like Fab Fit Fun. Sorry, you can see like my ring light. I got these in my last Fab Fit Fun, like it was the fall edit or winter edit box. You can shop like different products after the box is released, and I picked these up. They were like $15. They're from the brand Nectar. I just really liked the clear frames. I thought they were really cute and different, and I do really find a difference in wearing blue light glasses. I talked about these, I know, in like my Christmas gift idea video, and they 100% are worth it, especially me being in college, working at a place where I'm on the computer a lot, and just being on my phone in general and watching TV. It has helped tremendously. Moving on, lifestyle, I only have really like one product, and it is my AirPods. I know people give people that have AirPods or wear AirPods such a hard time, but I got these for Christmas and I can definitely say they are worth it. If you've been thinking about purchasing them, they're worth the splurge. I got Thomas on the AirPod train, so if I can get him to buy them and he thinks that they're worth it, then they're definitely worth it because he doesn't like to splurge on things like this ever. So I definitely feel like they're worth it. When I work out, when I run, they don't fall on my ears. The only times I feel like that they get kind of loose is doing like jump ropes, but other than that, I can wear them to work out. They don't bother me. There's no cords like getting in the way. They're not big bulky headphones, and I feel like those when I work out like slide off my head when I'm running or whatever. So these are just overall really good, really compact, easy to travel with, and they last. The battery life on these lasts for so long. Now on to the beauty part, which is clearly going to be the longest part of this video. You know, I try out new makeup, skincare, all that all the time, but I want to first start out with a hair care product, and it is the Drybar Detox Dry Shampoo in the original scent. I am obsessed with this stuff. I've been using BESTIES dry shampoo, I mean, since high school, honestly, for years and years and years. But my friend Kristen got me onto this dry shampoo, and I can honestly say it is worth it. It is a little pricey, but I don't need a lot of it to make sure my hair looks nice and non-greasy. It smells amazing. Like, seriously, the smell lingers for honestly days, and it is just worth it. It makes your hair feel nice and clean without being drying or looking like... Sometimes I feel like dry shampoos, when you put it in your hair and you put it in your hair for like a couple of days in a row in between washes, it can kind of start to flake in your hair, and I don't find that this one does that. And next product I want to talk about is a skincare product, and this is the Belif True Cream Aqua Bomb moisturizer. They have two different moisturizers. They have the Aqua Bomb and the moisturizing balm. This one is more of a water cream. If you're familiar with like the Tatcha water cream or any products like that, it is very similar in consistency to that. It smells amazing, and it's super lightweight. I have oily combination skin, so I do get oily like in my T-zone. Everything else is kind of normal to dry depending on the weather outside, but this stuff is seriously so good. It's so... like, it's very thin in consistency, but it moisturizes your skin. It soaks into your skin. It doesn't just sit on top. It doesn't clog my pores. It just overall is an amazing moisturizer. My sister got it for Christmas, and when she was still in town, I used it a couple of times. I was like, I have to get this. Moving on to the makeup portion. First, I'm going to talk about a primer that I've been loving for quite a while, and it is the Too Faced Hangover Primer. This stuff is so good, you guys. It is so nourishing, and it definitely has more of like a sticky feeling once it kind of like sets into your skin. It's not a gripping primer, and it's not super sticky, but you can definitely feel that it's going to attach to your foundation, going to make your foundation last for a long time. Once again, I do have combination skin, so this I would not say would probably not be good for super oily skin, because it is more of a moisturizing, nourishing primer. But if you have dry, normal combination skin, it would be great for you. Another primer that I want to talk about, that I also have the mini size one, because this primer is expensive. This primer is super pricey, so I bought the travel size first because I did not want to splurge on it and end up not liking it, and that is the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. This stuff is a godsend. I promise to you, if you have problem areas where you feel like your pores are bigger, purchase this. Try the mini size one out first, and you can thank me later, because it covers every pore, every wrinkle, every fine line that I have on my face. I don't really have wrinkles, but little lines like in my forehead, the pores underneath my eyes, on like the tops of my cheeks, that is where I have the most issues, and then on my nose, and it covers everything. It makes your skin look so smooth. It does not clog my pores. It has not broken me out, which I do find problems with in pore filling primers sometimes. And another thing that I like is that it doesn't take a lot to cover your skin, so it will last you a long time. Like I said, the full size one is very pricey, but if you have pore issues, I definitely recommend trying this out. I want to talk about, I have two foundations in this favorites video. The first one is the new Tarte Face Tape foundation, which I've actually heard a lot of mixed reviews about this foundation, but personally I really like it. I think it's a really good everyday foundation. It's medium coverage, but I feel like you can build it up a little bit, so I would say medium to full coverage. And honestly, it's got a pretty good shade range. I want to say it's like $38, and it comes with 1.014 fluid ounces, which is standard for a foundation. So overall, it's really good. I wouldn't say this is like a great full coverage foundation that's gonna last all day. That's just the reality of it. Some foundations are not like that, but I really like this for like every day. If I'm going to run errands, want some good coverage but nothing too cakey or anything like that, this is the foundation that I will reach for. The next foundation is the Beauty Blender foundation. This overall, I just love everything about this. This was another foundation that was kind of a flop when they first launched it, because the shade range was pretty bad, and I actually like did not purchase it. until they extended their shade range, which I feel like still needs some work, but it still needs some work, but it's much better than it was. But this foundation, from the packaging to the buildability of, okay, it's gonna be a word, the buildability of it, no, that just does not sound right. You can really build up this foundation. It is medium to full coverage, but definitely can be very full coverage. I used this on my friend Gabrielle this weekend for her fitness show, and she got so many compliments on her skin. This lasted all day, and I think it was a combination of this and the powder that I used, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. But I love that the packaging, you can just squirt it out onto this. It's a palette. You can wipe it clean when you're done. I feel like this would be good for multiple skin types. I honestly do. I feel like as long as you set your face, if you have oily skin, it's going to last all day. If you don't have oily skin, you don't really have to set this. Like, it dries down, not fully matte, but it's not a satin finish. It's kind of in between. So overall, it's a really good foundation. To concealer, this concealer I have been using since February, I think I bought it, and I still got quite a bit left, and this is the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. This is not a new concealer by any means. It's been out for quite some time, but I'm just now getting around to trying it, and I can see what all the hype is about. It is such a good concealer. I still don't think it replaces my Shape Tape completely, because I feel like nothing will ever be able to like completely replace that, but it is a really good concealer, and it's also really good to prime your eyelids with. It's not super cakey, so it's not going to like crease really bad on your lids, but it covers beautifully, and it's only $6. Another thing that I really like about this is the paddle on the concealer brush. Okay, I don't know if you can really tell, but I love how flat and thin this paddle is. It makes it really easy to apply to your skin and really spread it out, make sure it's evenly coated on your skin. On to powder. A setting powder that I want to talk about is the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder. What a freaking name. But I am in the shade Pound Cake. I purchased this a couple of weeks ago, so I have not been using it for like an extensive amount of time or anything, but I've been using it almost every day since I purchased it, and I can tell you 100% I love this powder. Like I said, I think that this and the combination of the foundation this weekend really locked in Gabrielle's makeup and was so beautiful on the skin. I love it. It is, I think, retails for $36. The only thing that some people may not like is pretty perfume scented. Like, the smell of it is pretty strong, so if you have a bad reaction to super scented makeup or anything like that, you may not like this powder. But other than that, the formula is amazing, and I love that this powder has like, I think 5 or 6 different shades, so you are definitely going to be able to find your perfect match. To eyeshadow, the first thing I want to talk about is another palette, another product that is not very new to the makeup community. It's been out for a while, but I'm just now getting around to trying it out, and it is the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. I got this palette for Christmas, and I am obsessed with it. I love the tones of this palette. Very warm, but more, I don't know, it's like a deeper warm. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's not reds and oranges. It's like very pretty warm tone browns and golds, and I love this shade right here. Using this for like a smoky eye all over the lid is so beautiful. I don't even know if you can tell on camera, but I'm obsessed with this shade. And then the shade Glistening is also really beautiful, and that is that really pretty like gold color. I don't know if it's picking up on camera because the light's pretty bright, but both of those, all of the matte shades, I love. These are really easy to blend out. It does have quite a bit of kickback, but there's not a lot of fallout on my face, I find. So definitely recommend picking this up if you're looking for another warm tone palette to add to your collection. Definitely worth it. I can already tell you 100% that I'm going to use this all the time, and it is the Touch in Sol Metalist Sparkling Foiled Pigment. So it's actually an eyeshadow pigment, and it is beautiful. It is seriously one of the most beautiful pigments I've ever put on my eyes, put on anybody else's eyes. I used this on Gabrielle all weekend as well, and she got so many compliments and so many questions about her makeup, so definitely recommend picking this up. And it's only $18, and it's a pigment, so you don't have to use a lot of this, but it is also going to give you a lot of fallout if you don't use a glitter glue or like a setting spray on your brush before you use this, so just a heads up. But they had like 6 or 7 colors, so I'm definitely going to be going back and purchasing the other ones that they have. This one is in the shade, I think it's like something peach. It doesn't have the shade on it. Cream peach. This is what the shade is, and it is a beautiful like creamy champagne color, so definitely recommend picking this up if you're looking for more like glitter eyeshadows to add to your collection. And then last but not least, something that I have been getting tons and tons of questions about for months is my lip combination that I wear pretty much every day. Like, it does not matter what look I am doing, I am wearing this lip combination 95% of the time. Is the NYX Lip Liner in the shade Mahogany, and it is just this beautiful like berry mauve tone lip liner. It's kind of deep, but I use a very light hand when I apply this to my lips. And then I go in with these 2 liquid lipsticks. One of them is the Colourpop Ultra Satin Lip in the shade 951, and the other is the Dose of Colors Satin Liquid Lipstick in the shade Mauve Story. This is from their collection with Desi and Katie, and these 2 together are so beautiful on your lips. It's what I'm wearing today, of course. They're both very pretty. This one is a little bit darker, and this one is a little bit more pink, so I'll put this all over the lips, and then I'll put this like in the center and just rub it all together. And then to top it off, I use the Colourpop Ultra Glossy Lip in Fairy Floss, which is the most beautiful baby pink, almost like neutral shade lip gloss that I've had. I know it's kind of an extensive lip combo, and most people want just like a one and done lip, but I'm telling you, you will get so many compliments on this. I probably get 5 DMs every day that I do like stories and I'm wearing this, asking me what I'm wearing, so definitely pick it up and you can thank me later. Alright y'all, so that is it for today's video. Let me know down below what is a product you've been loving recently. I want to try them out. Maybe they'll end up in my next favorites. Also, give this video a big thumbs up if you like these types of videos, if you want to see them more often, when you want to see them. Do you want to see them monthly? Do you want me to just throw them into my schedule as I have been doing? Let me know what you want. Also, before you head out, hit that red subscribe button if you haven't already, and the post notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Buildability, is that even a word? Okay, primer is it much better than it was? Just ignore the thunder. I love you guys.